If I told you this character was such a point of controversy within DC that one writer didn't want to even use him in his entire 15-year run on a comic book? Allow me to introduce you to the first black member of the Legion of Superheroes, Tyrock. Created by Cary Bates and Mike Grell and making his first appearance in Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes 216 in 1976, Tyrock is actually one of DC's first costume black superheroes, predating Black Lightning by 1 year. In his premiere issue, Tyrock is very antagonistic towards Legion of Superheroes who have been summoned to his island of Mazrel to actually help. You see, within the world of the Legion of Superheroes, Mazrel has this Brigadoon type effect where every couple of years it disappears. Unlike Brigadoon, which is only there for like a little while, it's there for a constant amount of time, but it disappears every so often. So they're really isolationists, we'll say. They later come around on each other and he winds up joining the team a few months later in Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes number 218. For all intents and purposes, Tyrock has a sonic scream like Black Canary or Banshee. But unlike a lot of other people's sonic scream, his can actually disrupt reality. You see, depending upon the type of scream he uses, it gives him different powers, from pyrokinesis to flight to telekinesis to teleportation. It goes on. He has a lot of different abilities. And one writer in particular hated it. Paul Levitz, who had a 15-year run on the Legion of Superheroes, felt that sound-based superheroes were pretty stupid, even though Black Canary had been around for forever. You see, it's hard to produce that type of sound in a silent medium. And because of that, Levitz pretty much outright did not use the character his entire run. And the controversy doesn't end there. Mike Grell, who co-created the character, sees Tyrock as a bit of a sore spot. You see, he wanted to introduce a black character into the Legion for years, but the way they did this was the absolute worst way possible to him. It was pretty much explained that the only reason there were no black members on the Legion of Superheroes is because they all lived on the island away from everyone else, Mazrel. He actually said it was the most racist concept he had ever heard in his life. And then they named him Tyrock. They might as well named him Tyrone and gave him one of the stupidest powers ever. His words. He didn't like the idea of the character so much that he gave him this costume, which is a combination of Elvis and the movie star Fred Williamson.